Hello, this is Professor Muskan and welcome to my YouTube channel Ansari Academy. Today we are going to discuss about the chapter name Oscillation. In that we are going to discuss about simple harmonic motion. In our previous lectures we have already discussed about periodic motion and oscillatory motion. So please do watch my videos so that it will get a clear concept for you. So what is simple harmonic motion? In simple harmonic motion, every particle of the oscillating body moves to and fro about its mean position along a fixed path. We have discussed it earlier. So simple harmonic motion is the simplest form of oscillatory periodic motion. All right. So for that, please watch the periodic motion video. So what it is a simple harmonic motion where every particle of the oscillating body moves to and fro about its mean position. Like example, I have shown over here. If the path is a straight line, if the path of the particle, as I have said, that every particle. So if the path of the particle is a straight line, then that type of a motion comes under the linear simple harmonic motion. Like example, we have attached this spring to a rigid object and then we have attached the mass of a block on this spring. Now the spring is performing a simple harmonic motion in to and fro directions. Now such kind of a simple harmonic motion is called as the linear simple harmonic motion. Consider another motion. Over here, if the path of an arc of a circle, I have took over here a disc. So a disc is making an arc. After giving a twist to this disc will perform a rotational effect, right? So this disc will perform an arc. This will show an arc of a circle. So such kind of a motion will come under the angular simple harmonic motion. If the path is an arc of a circle, after giving a twist to this circle or twist to this disc, this will perform a rotational effect. Then this rotational effect will give an arc over here, some kind of a arc with the angular displacement. So such kind of a motion is called as the angular simple harmonic motion. All right, which we are going to discuss in our further lectures, that how this angular simple harmonic motions perform. All right. So let's move ahead with few examples of a particle performing simple harmonic motion. Okay. So consider a straight line. Consider this straight line. On this, let's take a mean position. Consider a straight line where a particle should be performing a simple harmonic motion in a back and forth manner. So for this, consider a point, a mean position point, and name it as point O. And where the particle is performing or oscillating a back and forth about the origin, the particle will be performing a back and forth oscillation from the origin O. Between the limits, there will be some limits plus A to minus A. Under this limits, the particle will be performing a simple harmonic motion. Okay, under the limits from plus A to minus A. All right, then this oscillatory motion is said to be simple harmonic motion. If we consider a particle which is at point O, then after a few interval of time, it will go to plus A extreme position. Then from plus A, it will again come to its mean position. From mean position, then it again travel to minus A, that is at negative extreme position. From negative extreme position, it again comes to mean position, then again to positive extreme position. Then this is how the particle will keep on performing its simple harmonic motion. This is the linear simple harmonic motion which we have seen in our this discussion. Okay, in our linear simple harmonic motion where the block was performing a simple harmonic motion. Okay, so let's move ahead and let's take some demonstration and plot a graph for the particle performing simple harmonic motion. Before that, don't forget that simple harmonic motion is not a periodic motion, but one in which it is a function of time. It should be the function of a time. Don't forget any displacement. Like example, as I say, it should be the x equals to, as x is the displacement, t, which is a function of time, is equals to a is the amplitude cos omega t plus phi. This will be your equation for the displacement of the particle moving from O to A, the amount of displacement. And how this displacement has arisen, which we are going to discuss in our further lectures. But now, let's see some demonstration, then let's plot a graph for the particle performing simple harmonic motion. So consider at time t equals to 0. Okay, now the particle is at point O. After a time t equals to 0, the particle comes to a displacement and it attains a position at plus A, that is at plus A extreme position. At what time? At time t equals to 0. Then again, from plus A to point O, it comes to point O at time t equals to t by 4. When this is a time where the particle comes from plus A to point O. Also don't forget that this time, small time t is your small time, which is represented as small t is your time, and the capital T is your period. This is your time period. All right, don't forget this. So small t is your time interval and capital T is your time period. Okay, so now at time t equals to t by 4, the particle again comes to its main position. And at main position, the velocity of the particle will become maximum. The velocity of the particle will become maximum at mean position. Then again at time t equals to t by 2. Now the particle is at negative extreme position. After traveling from point plus A to O, then it comes to minus A, where the velocity becomes minimum. Then again at time t equals to 3t by 4. At time t equals to 3t by 4. Again from negative extreme position, it comes to its mean position, where again the velocity of the particle will become maximum. Then it goes to the positive extreme position. Then at t, that is at time t equals to time period t, then the particle from O, it will be reaches to at point A, that is at positive extreme position. Then from again at positive extreme position at time t equals to 5 t by 4. At time t equals to 5t by 4 from positive extreme position A, it again reaches to point O, that is at mean position, at its mean position, where the velocity will become maximum. Then it again reaches to its negative extreme position. And this is how a particle keeps on oscillating and performing a linear simple harmonic motion. Always remember, the speed v is maximum, as I have said, when it comes to its mean position. So the speed, which is denoted as small v, is maximum for the zero displacement. Zero displacement where there is no displacement. It means it is at its mean position. That is at x equals to 0. There is no displacement. And the speed is 0 at extremes of motion. It becomes 0 when it comes to negative extreme or it comes to positive extremes. All right. So now let's plot a graph for this upward demonstration. Okay. Now see over here. At displacement x. So plot a graph for displacement versus time graph. Okay. So whereas the displacement is a continuous function of time, as I have said you earlier. So how will be the graph? At point O, this is your point O, okay. So at point O, where is the particle? The particle is at plus A. Here is your particle at point, that is at time t equals to 0. Then again at time t equals to t by 4, the particle is at mean position. That is, the particle is at the origin. At time t by 4, the particle is at the origin. Then again at time t by 2, the particle reaches to negative extreme position. At time t by 2, the particle reaches to negative extreme position. Then again at time 3t by 4, over here, at time 3t by 4, the particle reaches to its origin. The particle reaches to its origin. Okay. Then again at time t, the particle comes to its positive extreme position. Particle comes to its positive extreme position. And this is how our graph will move on from 5t by 4. How we are searching these values? We are making these values by, if we consider t by 4, then again add t by 4 plus t by 4. What do we get? We get t by 2. Then again add this t by 2 with t by 4. What will we get? We will get 3t by 4. Then again add 3t by 4 to the value of capital T. Okay, that we will get the value for capital T. All right, students. Now let's move ahead and draw for the superpositions of two particles. For two simple harmonic motion for the particle performing a two simple harmonic motions, they may have a same angular frequency and a same phase constant, but it should have a different amplitude. Like example, consider a two particle system which is having two different amplitudes, that is A and B, A and B, positive A and positive B. Over here minus A, that is negative A and negative B. Those are your amplitudes. Now how will be the amplitude form? It will be superimposed at any point. So let's assume the simple harmonic motion somewhat like this. The waves are forming somewhat like this. Okay. Now again, how will be the second simple harmonic motion? Let's draw somehow like this over here. Then again from its mean position, again it is meeting at some point O. So this is the simple harmonic motion, or the particle performing the two SHMs, where it has the same angular frequency and the phase constant, but it should have a different amplitudes. The COA, the B, the amplitude B is maximum as compared to A. B amplitude is greater than an amplitude capital A. Okay, so these curves are for two different amplitudes. The amplitudes are different, they are not same, and the phase difference over here is 0. Now the phase constant, you can say it is 0.